Stop using Rise in movie titles, please.
Hello, Adam Ryan Donato.
Hello, welcome back to another Hard Review, and I'm here to talk about Transformers Rise of the Beast. This is the latest entry into the Transformers franchise. I think it's movie number 7 at this point. Fresh off the heels of the success that was Bumblebee, my favorite Transformers movie far and away. I rewatched it the other day. Really good, solid movie. It's just the Iron Giant, but still, that's fine. John Cena's a lot of fun. The original Transformers saga, now usually when these big blockbuster movies come out, I try to rewatch all the movies in the franchise just to get myself in the vibe. I just couldn't do it with Transformers because they're really bad and they're really long as well. I think 1 and 3 are good enough movies. 3 out of 5 where it's like, yeah, I had a good enough time with it. I think like 2 is like a 1 star, 4 is like a 1 star, and then 5 is also like a 1 star. These movies are really bad, but there's hope. Bumblebee is really good. This seems to be taking the same kind of playbook. Fresh off of the critical success that was In the Heights, Anthony Ramos stars in the Shia LaBeouf role as the down on his luck dude who's gonna just so happen to become friends with a Transformer and get caught up in this big intergalactic war between robots and Maximals and Decepticons and Autobots. The human element of the movie was definitely much closer to Haley Steinfeld in Bumblebee than it was to Shia LaBeouf in the Michael Bay Transformers movies. That being said, I don't care. I really like the relationship between Anthony Ramos and his little brother. The Sonic and Tails thing, we get it. Paramount owns both. I know you want this to be like in the public zeitgeist. I understand you want us to remind us about what brands you own, but whatever. That was cute enough. The more this became about this big world-ending battle, the more I was just like, I don't care about this guy at all. And then he's paired up with Dominic Fishback, plays a worker at a museum of sorts, and she starts testing on her own some artifact that she finds, and this is what gets her wrapped up with what Anthony Ramos has going on because he has got to go and steal it, and then the robots show up, and oh my gosh, we're now international criminals, and we gotta go with the robots now, and we are the liaisons for the human race, and we are making the decisions for the entire human race during this movie. Yeah, the plot of this movie is really stupid. It's really dumb. Pete Davidson plays like the Bumblebee role in this movie where he's like friends with our Anthony Ramos lead character. Mirage is the name of Pete Davidson's character, and he's kind of annoying, and I didn't really care about the friendship bond between Mirage and Anthony Ramos's character. I just thought it was like silly and he was annoying and dumb. And I like Pete Davidson. This made me want to watch Bodies because I was like, he's so good when I like him. Stephen Caple Jr. directed this movie. He also directed Creed 2. I think Creed 2 is better than this, and I think that this is better than most Transformers movies. Like, I would say this is like the second best Transformers movie. I would still say that, like, stop making these. They're not very good. Don't get me wrong. I think people are gonna like this. Like, especially if you're a fan of Transformers, you played with these toys and whatnot, and if you like the other movies, you're gonna think this one's great too. You're gonna be like, oh, the big robots fought each other. Oh. Yeah, there's fun in that, and like the Maximals are like a funny concept. I just thought it was weird because at one point they like armor up and they turn from like robot animals to like regular robots who are fighting, and it's like, but wasn't the cool thing about them that they were giant animal robots? Yeah, this movie's like really dumb and silly. It looks ugly too. Like Optimus Prime is like a lot less colorful and fun and whatever, doing his regular thing. And they're trying to do this like thing where they connect Optimus Prime, Optimus Primal, and Anthony Ramos's character. Like they all got the same problem. They're all just looking out for their own, but not working as a team. And yeah, I get it. It was really trying to shove these themes down my throat, but none of them really landed for me whatsoever. The action was fine. I got bored during the big ending battle in the big volcano gray landscape. There's some spoiler stuff I want to talk about, so I'm going to stop the regular review here. I'm going to give this movie a 3 out of 5. I really wanted to give it a 2. But, the audience I was with, they really enjoyed it, and it's not offensive like the original Transformers movies are. There were robot battles, and the main people are pretty likable, and, it's easy. It's wash over you, eat some popcorn, sit in air conditioning for 2 hours. Yeah, Optimus. Enjoy your little silly kids movie. 3 out of 5. So spoilers from here on out. So at the end of the movie, Anthony Ramos, he got a little device from Mirage that he like puts on his hand. But then when Mirage dies, uses his parts kind of make this like Iron Man robot suit. And that was really silly and dumb. And I didn't really like that. And it looked bad too. This movie looks really ugly. I also have no idea how this movie works works with the timeline of Transformers whatsoever. Like, there's a fight scene where they like destroy this like fancy museum in New York, and it's like, you really want me to believe that we're just now discovering the Transformers in like 2006 when that movie came out with Shia LaBeouf? Like, I don't know. I just think that it's all fucked. It's kind of getting that X-Men range where it's like, how is any of this under wraps? But yeah, it's all stupid. The end of this movie is also really dumb, because the last scene we see some guy, and some people in the audience were like, oh my gosh, and I had no idea who he was because I'm not like a nerd. And then he starts talking to Anthony Ramos about like, hey, we know about your friends, and you know, we want to recruit you to be a part of our team and with your buddies too. Here's my card at G.I. Joe. And I was like, wow, that sucks. It was just so silly because like G.I. Joe is really down bad right now. Like, I enjoyed Snake Eyes in the same kind of way I enjoy this. Like, it was really stupid, but whatever. I had a fun time with this stupid concept. But most people did not like Snake Eyes, and they did not see Snake Eyes. So I don't know why you want to merge these brands together besides the fact that you own both of them and you can kind of do it. I mean, like, what is G.I. Joe? What does G.I. Joe bring to the table besides the brand name G.I. Joe? Like, it's just the military, right? I know they have the super Iron Man suits in the first movie. We don't need any of this. Like, this is getting further away from what I want. Here's my pitch. I want just a 3D animated Transformers movie that takes place entirely on Cybertron and there's not a single human being in sight. I understand that it's hard to CG animate Transformers for an entire 2-hour plus movie. So that's fine. Just animate it. Just have the whole thing be animated. Have fun with it. Do a fun style like Spider-Verse or something. What you got going on now, it's not working. It's fine. It's a 3 out of 5. It's whatever. But like, it's treading water. And if that's good enough for Paramount Plus, whatever, but it's not really good enough for me. Like, you won't see me recommending Transformers to anybody unless they're like, I'm really excited for that Transformers movie. Is it good? And I'll be like, yeah, you're gonna have a good time. So condescendingly. G.I. Joe, the first movie sucks. The second one's cool because The Rock's in it. And then, like I said, the Snake Eyes was fun because, like, I like the guy who played Snake Eyes. I forgot his name. Henry Golding. But yeah, Transformers dumb and bad. Don't see this movie unless you really want to see this type of movie. It's fine. It's big, dumb, and stupid. 3 out of 5. Stop making Transformers movies. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what your favorite Transformers movie is. Mine is Bumblebee. Very clear. I think I had it previously at a 5-star, and I was like, I rewatched it, and I was like, this is great. 4 stars. Like, I dropped it down midway through watching because I was like, I mean, it's really not that special. It's just like a competently made movie. And like, I think Travis Knight is a really great director, and I'm really excited to see whatever he has going on. But yeah, this ain't it, Chief.